Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
You know, in news, you were just talking about the top beers and how Heineken was on one. And I said how we had Heineken when I was a kid. You know, my dad would have like a six-pack of Heineken, and he never really drank beer. And just once in a while, we would sneak one, which I'm surprised that he never picked up on because he never drank the beer. Like, how did he not pick up on that?
You know what? And to say, too, that, you know, there's a lot of people who like Heineken, and it might be fine, but it's no Driver Nation Gold that just took first place at the U.S. Beer Championships. I'm just saying.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
Not at all, which I know that we'll have tonight at Thirsty Thursday. But I think back to the hiding or sneaking of stuff. Did you ever do that when you were a kid, or were you an angel?
I used to do things with friends where I would go to school early. We'd meet at this park. It's called Chesbrough Park. And we'd go there at 5 in the morning before school with like a 12-pack. And we thought we were just, you know, rebels. And we would have some before we went to school. You know, our school was right down the street, and we would just go in this park and drink beer, man. And so I kept that quiet from my parents. I don't think they ever knew about that.
Well, I'm sure it was tougher for you, too. Your dad here was a police officer and former drill sergeant.
Yeah, I was never into hard liquor at that age because I just thought it just tasted it was too hard for me.
Yeah.
So I was a beer and Boone's Farm guy. And Mad Dog 2-Zip.
I remember there was a wedding that was going on in our neighborhood, and they left the tapper. And we just went into our house and got the old Kool-Aid jugs, you know, the big jugs, those Tupperware ones, and we were filling it, and then there was nothing to cap it. We just put it in the weeds. And then the next day we went hot, flat beer, and we're like, oh, this is awesome. Hot, flat beer.
Because you were a kid and you didn't know any better.
Didn't know any different.
Just thought, we have alcohol, that's all. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. My friend, I remember he dug a hole in the yard. This is how motivated we were. He dug a hole.
Like people at Lollapalooza?
Right. So he made a trap door. So he dug a hole, maybe about 3 foot deep, and he swiped stuff from, I guess, his parents, and then he put up a rotten piece of plywood on top and then threw dirt back over it again. And he's like, all right, I have nothing to worry about. Well, that was until his dad mowed the yard, drove over it with the tractor, fell in on the hole, and then lo and behold, the stash of booze in the yard. He's like, what is this? Like, that's fantastic.
You should have drank it and just left empty cans in there.
Nothing like my brother, though. My brother, Mark, he was at a family reunion, our family reunion. I wish I would have been there. I left early just to catch him, to see how this happened. He was crotching all of these beers. He put them...
Crotching?
Yeah.
Just stuffed them in his pants?
He put them in his underwear. He was 13 years old. Why? I have no idea. He thought he was going to get away with this. He put like 7. And apparently it was only going to hold 6. So he had 7, and he was wearing Jenko jeans. Remember those at the time? Yeah. So he had the Jenko jeans on, and he's trying to like waddle around to get out of the house to go and, I guess, stash it in my parents' car because he was 13.
And share with his friends?
He was going to hide it in there. So he's walking, and, you know, they're getting ready to leave. And my Uncle Pat, he's like, all right, we'll see you later, Mark. And Mark's like, bye. And as he lifts up his arm, it's like a slot machine hit all cherries. They all go right out the Jenko jeans.
And what did Uncle Mark say?
He puts his head down. He was caught right there. He's like, what are you going to do? There's nothing I can do at that point. Like, hey, I'm busted.
Did they take the beers from him, or they let him have them? Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah, they took the beers from him.
Funny.
Dad grounded him.
It's like a slot machine.
Like, damn, why couldn't I have been there for that one?
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.